Hmm. What role do you play in your community? I would say, as an everyday go-getter citizen of the Chicago population, I maintain stability within the community by paying my taxes, by being an obedient citizen, following all laws and regulations. Um, I avoid littering. I don't know, is this in your perspective or mine? My definition of community is a culture of understanding each other, rather than the stereotypical community is a congregation of homes and whatever's going on in a specific area within a state or city. Um, yeah, community is a group of people who practice a similar culture or religion, a community of people in which they do something versus, I don't know, playing a role in your community could be as simple as showing leadership and guiding other people, paying your taxes, being a leader when it comes to sanitation and just general behavior-wise, being the leader of proper etiquette. Those are all things that contribute to a community rather than the vast and the most large contributions, which could be like financial stuff and um, property changes for the better, et cetera, et cetera. Because the most powerful changes within a community is the people within, and if you guys change your attitude and the way you function and take care of your surroundings, it makes the community, in my opinion. Voting for your superiors, your courts, your judges, your officers, everything like that. That's the only contribution I've ever made to my community is voting. My life has changed drastically since moving from two suburban style communities, one being Chicago, South Suburbs, Moni, and Hazelcrest. Those two of middle class incomes, and the culture of that was different. It's like that weird in between poor and wealthy or well off. I want to say moving to a more active city made me more productive. Let me see, how would your life be different if you lived in a different city? Yeah, that has made my life different. With a more productive city like New York, I have more access to a lot of things that I've always dreamed to do, as in anything television, networking, modeling, entertainment, some sort of function. A lot more things have been more accessible rather than being in a suburban style community where it's if I can change anything in the community, I would do my best to create a community that was equal so that people can feel more confidence. For instance, people that live in poverty who aren't used to having the most luxury items, I would personally prefer to create a community of housing that has all the luxury that one has to actually encourage them um, to want more for themselves and know that it's possible and reachable because now they've been given a home and now they will build a confidence of not being afraid to do anything and having clothes and things like that. I will provide extra assistance aside from like a link card to those that are underprivileged. I would create a community of housing and some form of education within the community so that it's all free, free education and subsidized housing that is luxury housing so that they can understand that they don't have to have violence necessarily. It's a grand idea, but it's my idea. I think my community is viewed by others as a opportunity of change because unfortunately I live in a state, in a community where gentrification is what's going on, and I think my community holds a lot of value of culture, and I see those buyers wanting to change that culture and make it a humongous condominium city. So yeah. You can change the community by creating a lifestyle for people to be inspired by. It will take a budget that would be substantial, but to create what is considered luxury housing rather than what is considered poor, you create a community of modern luxury houses that seem to be something when you have made it type of lifestyle, and you grant that to people who are underprivileged. By doing that, it will inspire them to be better. It will boost their confidence to feel better about themselves, and crime rates should most likely go down, because crime rates only really consist of, when it comes to revenge things, sometimes it has to do with the fact that people just are underprivileged and can't afford or maintain the same things that people who are privileged can. So if you give them the opportunity to be privileged, they will want more for themselves, which will bring that strike down. They won't have there's nothing to steal if you've already gotten it, period.